Hey guys, welcome back to the Stroyville YouTube channel. I wanted to make this video on listing clothes faster. I've been doing it for maybe 5-6 months now, listing clothes on eBay. And I've gone through a couple different things. Just trying to be faster with it, because with a lot of us, our business is us. You know, every minute you waste doing something else is costing you money. You know, every minute you're sitting on the couch eating Doritos, watching the Bears kick the crap out of the Packers, which was great last night, but it's a waste of time. It's wasting money for you. And I made a video months ago about you have to take a break, and you know, there's something to that. You can't be going 24/7, but you really want to streamline everything you can. You want to optimize your time the best you can. So I've gone through a little bit of a evolution when listing my clothes. And if you guys saw the haul video that I either just posted or will post after this video, which means you haven't seen it, I went to Goodwill on Friday, bought about 65 to 68, I think, items of clothes, and yesterday, which would have been Monday, I listed 60 of them. Some of them had stains or just didn't work out. So I had about 60 new listings I made, and I did it all in one day, from taking it out of the bags, and I organize it first, and then getting all the pictures taken, editing the pictures, taking the measurements, listing, all that. And it took, a good part of the day, and everyone works at their own pace. There may be some people who, if they really get at it, they can get 100 items listed in a day, or maybe the most you can do is 20 and you're just burnt out, or you run out of time or whatever. But it's really important to optimize your time the best you can. So I wanted to kind of just tell you guys how I went about listing these clothes, what I've been doing the last couple months when I have clothes to list. And sorry if you can hear the rain. There's not much I can do about it. I've been so busy lately, I haven't been able to make videos like I'd want to as often or whatever. So I'm doing it while I'm driving, and it seems to work out, I guess, alright. Anyways, so the first thing I do is I want to organize all my clothes. I typically only sell men's clothing just because it's easier for me, and I'm not looking to make clothing my main item to sell, even though it's kind of becoming that just by the time it takes up. But so, like, let's say I have shirts or I have pants. I'm going to divide them up, because I don't want to list one shirt and then list a pair of pants, because you're going back and forth. And you want to list things similar. Like, I'll divide up the pants. I'll put them off to one side. I'll put the shirts off to one side. And as I'm doing it, I just bought the item, so I have a pretty good idea of what I just picked up. So out of these 60 items, let's say 8 of them were Ralph Lauren shirts. What I do is, and everyone's going to come up with their own system, but I take my dining room chairs, going around my dining room table, I pull them into my living room, and I just start throwing clothes over the backs of the chairs, or I have another chair in the room, or my couch, or whatever. And all the Ralph Lauren shirts, they go here. And then, say I got 5 or 6 LL Bean shirts, okay, they go here. If I have a couple pearl snaps, I don't really care what those, the brand, I'm just going to put all the pearl snaps together. And then, so I'm going to divide all of those by brand. And then anything that's an oddball that I don't have more than one of, just put it all in a pile. And as I'm doing that, every time I grab a clothing item, I'm looking at it for stains. Just glancing at it. I'm not going to thoroughly inspect it every time, but I'm just looking around. Just anything with stains, I want to decide, is it something I can still sell even with that stain? Can I take a picture of the stain? Can I describe the stain and still sell the item? Or does that stain make it unsellable? Or is there a hole somewhere that I missed? So every time I pick up a clothing item, I'm looking at that. And after I divide them up, I do one of, well, first off, if you only have 1 or 2 items to list, don't even waste your time doing it. Wait until you have a bulk of items, because it's not efficient. It'll waste a lot of your time, because you don't want to take the pictures of one shirt and then load the pictures onto your computer and then take the measurements and then list it, because there's so much of that time is wasted. You want Henry Ford assembly line style is what you're looking to do. So sometimes I'll do it in blocks of like 20. This particular time, I actually did all of them at once. So I take all the clothes and I take all my pictures, right? And I'm taking a picture of the front, I'm taking a close-up and a full view, I'm taking a picture of the tag, I'm taking a picture of the back, and I'm taking a picture of any kind of blemish, stain. If there's a logo on the front, I'm getting a logo picture. Any kind of decorations, you want a picture isolating on that. And when I get done taking the picture, I put it on a hanger, and I have an extra clothes rod closet thing, portable closet deal, and I hang them up in the order that I just took the pictures. So I get all the pictures taken, load them all up onto my computer, edit all the pictures at once, and then when I go to list, I'm going to do them in order. So when I had those 5 or 6 or 8 or... Oh, that's still going? Oh yeah, that's still going. Alright, so apparently my cell phone holder thing, this thing's dropped it a few times, and I have no idea why. Alright guys, do you have fun with that ride? Maybe I won't edit that out, I might just leave it there. It's kind of funny. Alright, anyways, so, completely lost my train of thought. So, if I have, several Ralph Lauren polo shirts, when I go to list them, they're all going to go in men's casual shirts, probably, the eBay category. And my title is going to be something like Ralph Lauren button-up shirt, men's size large, blue and white striped, EUC, excellent use condition. So I'm going to do the title, I'm going to fill out the listing specifics, and then when I do my next item, I'm going to use the self-similar link, and it's going to pre-fill in everything. So maybe my next shirt, still Ralph Lauren, but it's a different size. So I changed large to medium, and instead of whatever I just said it was, it's a green shirt. So I'm not rewriting a title every single time, I'm just changing a few words here and there. When you get to the item specifics, the brand, it's still Ralph Lauren, it's still a short sleeve, it's still a button-up. All that stuff stays the same. I'm not redoing it every single time. Another thing I do is I have a template I use for my clothes for the listing description. And mine has a lot of HTML in it, which we're finding out is actually not good for Cassini, but I'm not about to change it. Anyways, you don't have to use HTML. You can simply use a notepad file or whatever you want to do. And mine just has what the item is. It's in list format. It's not in sentences. What the item is, what the brand is, what the size is, what materials are used, the measurements, the length of the item, the shirt, the length of the shirt, the chest measurement, and the sleeve, if it's long sleeve, what the sleeve length is, and then an item condition. And that item condition, I'm going to copy and paste into the item condition that eBay gives you. That's at the top, just below the title, so it's the exact same thing. I'm not retyping it. Copy, paste, done. So the longest thing for listing an item for me is uploading the pictures. For whatever reason, it takes forever. So doing a little prep work before you get to listing really speeds up the listing process itself. Just like the Ralph Laurens we just talked about, if you're doing pearl snaps, then when it's asking in the listing specifics what type of shirt it is, it's a Western. It's this, it's that. It's less changing. It's less work for you. You just streamline everything you're doing. Yeah, I made a video a couple weeks ago about organizing your clothes and alphabetizing it, and it was all about packaging, finding, just being faster with the item. So it's the same idea, just before you get to that point. Just to make sure you're doing everything you can to list fast, to get your items up as quickly as you can. You want to get to a point where you're listing fast enough that it's sustainable. You're not going to wear yourself out or burn yourself out right away, and you don't want to be working so fast that you end up making a bunch of mistakes. And that's sometimes what I'll do, is I'll forget to copy and paste a new description into the little box, and when I use the self-similar, it pre-filled in the last item, and then someone will email me and say, the title says this is a green shirt, and the pictures are a green shirt, but then the description's a blue shirt, and I'm like, alright, sorry, I'll fix that. So you don't want things like that. It can end up costing you money in the long run. It kind of makes you look like an idiot, but just pay attention. If anyone has any ideas, what do you do to list things faster? Is there any tips you have for people? Anything that you do that seems to work well, or a system that you have? I'd like to hear it. Leave comments. Otherwise, I'm about to work now, so thank you for getting me through my drive on this rainy, cloudy, crappy day. Make sure to like the video, guys. If you're not already a subscriber, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you next time. Thanks, guys.